you're all safe with the weather and the fires and all that?
I am in North County, San Diego. So yes, I have not felt any of the horrific fires and damage, though I grew up in LA and Burbank and have friends who are in the midst of it. And one of my high school friends lost her house, and
It's unbelievable.
yeah, I have a lot of friends in the television industry who have been affected by the fires too, but displaced and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We sent out an email um, earlier this week to implore vendors to donate to these two different charities to try and get some toys out to the kids that have been displaced and just sort of make their lives a little less stressful.
Mm-hmm. And even though there'll still be a huge need by the end of ToyFest, so maybe somebody would pick up stuff.
Yeah, we do have the Shriners coming, but I'm waiting for to talk to Sandy and see if maybe we can divide it a little bit. The Shriners do this wonderful thing at the holiday time. They store the products all year long in a warehouse and then, or in a storage unit, and then donate the toys to a drive-through kind of thing to needy people. And each car gets to pick up one toy for Christmas and for the holidays.
And where is that? Where does that take place?
That takes place in Las Vegas in Henderson, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got some fun photos and a video I got to post to the website. But you know, maybe we could at least
Yeah, maybe they would be
split it.
willing to, yeah, split it.
Yeah, well, good morning, everyone. It's 9:02, so I don't want to delay any longer. My name is Carrie Scanlon. I'm the show director. So thank you all for joining this morning. For those of you that have been to the show before, this might be a little bit of repeat information. But for those of you that are new, it'll be really informative. So with that, I will get started with our ToyFest app. We've created a full-blown app this year. Last year, we tried to do one that was in association with our attendee registration. It just wasn't good enough. So we actually created one. And if you haven't downloaded it yet, you can download it from your Apple Store or your Google Play Store. And it's called ToyFest. But it lists our sponsors and advertisers. There is a full exhibitor list, and within that exhibitor list, I do list your company name, your contact, phone number, address, and website, and your booth number. And I'm going to do that for everyone who has purchased a booth or a showroom package. So it'll be a full, complete list of exhibitors in alphabetical order for the retailers to find you. We also have a floor plan, an agenda, and hotel information, and show specials will go up there as well. And then the retailers have an option to join that, and there's a chat wall and a directory. So the retailers and exhibitors can actually connect and talk to each other on the app. So again, it's on the Apple and Google Play stores, and it's called ToyFest. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I wanted to just remind everyone about the hotel deadline. If you haven't made your reservations, it's February 5th for the deadline, so we just have about 3 more weeks to go. There was a little snafu a couple of times with the rates being lower on the hotel site, but we have fixed that. And then they dropped a day a little bit lower on Thursday night, and that's been lowered as well. So it's just that last night, Friday night, that kind of goes up a bit. So sorry about that. Okay. As you all probably know, the show is, can you guys see my screen?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
It's February 19th through the 21st, a little countdown clock to remind us all how little time we have left. Um, and yeah, so just wanted to let you guys know that you can get the app from the homepage of the website. If you guys haven't seen where your booth is yet on the floor plan, you can go to our floor plan page and scroll down a little bit. And there's a little magnifying glass in the upper left corner where you can zoom in and see your booth or see the floor plan. You can type in your booth name, and then it tells you where it is. If you fill out your task list in the exhibitor portal, this is your company description and your contact info. And it populates to that online floor plan, which is nice for retailers. Sometimes I recommend not putting an email or phone number because hotel scammers love to call and harass you and email you. So be wary of that. If you start getting solicitations, you might just want to take your phone number down. Okay, so this is the homepage of the exhibitor portal. So I like to, sorry, let me go back. I log in from the exhibitor tab and I go to registration portal. It's loading. And then you scroll down and you click 2025 exhibitor portal. And then that opens up a new tab to this homepage. If you might need to log in if it has logged you out. So this has details of the overview with directions and hours and everything you might need to know for the agenda. The next tab over is the task list. So this is where you'd enter your booth selection, though all of you are here, and I think I've placed everyone's booths except for just one so far. So put in your contact information. I mean, this is probably more than you're getting because this is my profile, so it has everyone's tasks. But this is like a regular exhibitor where it has booth selection and company contact information. If your company name that you registered with differs than what you want to see on your sign in your booth, please make sure you enter company name for print. We use that for the sign and we use it for the app. So just make sure that's updated. Company description, all of this stuff was already due last Friday. And then we have the next deadline will be the 24th for all the rest of it. And this is where you'll enter in how many people in your group are coming to the party. It does have to match the amount of badges that you buy. So for each 10 by 10, you get 2 badges. For each half booth and each showroom package, you get 1 badge. And anything beyond that, you'd purchase extra badges or ToyFest All Access passes from the add-ons tab. Just reminder, in case you wanted to do a show sponsorship or advertising, that needs to be in by the 24th. Those advertising gets listed on our app under the advertisers page, and it's kind of a slideshow and it links to your website. So you design the ad and then people can tap on it and it goes to your website or whatever link you want to share with me. This is where you'll upload your show specials so I can get them in the app. And then if you want to buy lead retrieval, you'll purchase it from the add-ons tab, and then I'll get it from the company and provide you with the link and the information on how to download. Information about badges, free furniture order form. If you want furniture, if you don't want furniture, please return this form to us. It's in the exhibitor service manual, which can be found on the resources tab. And you get with each 10 by 10, 1 table, 2 chairs, and a wastebasket and the sign for your booth. So if you need extra, then you would order extra from the exhibitor service manual. If you don't need that, please let us know. But I think kind of the protocol has been if you don't turn in the form, you're not getting furniture. So, and then if you need it at the show, you'll be charged for it. It won't be free. And then if everyone is required to carry insurance, liability insurance, for the time that you're at the show. If you don't want to go through your own insurance company, we are working with a company that provides it for $99. We've had people cut their hands with box cutters before and have to go to emergency and all of that. And, just a little extra safety. And then the last thing on this task list is social media. If you guys want to let your marketing team know that if you @tag ToyFest from here through the show, we will repost your content on Instagram. So on our Instagram story. So if you post it 10 times a day, I'm probably just going to pick one or two to repost. But if you want to post it, every couple of days, I'll certainly repost it. All right. The next tab over is badges. And this is where you enter your badge information now. For any reps that are on the call, you will do this for all of your team and all of your vendors that are going to be within your booth space. It will only let you put in the amount of people that you have badges for. So it does sync up. So if you need an extra one, you have to buy it before you can enter the name.
And how many badges per booth?
Per booth is 2 badges per 10 by 10 and 1 per half booth, 10 by 5. And 1 per showroom package.
Okay.
So yeah, if you have 3 booths, you would get 6 badges. The add-ons tab is the next one over. This has just our basic information up front, and then advertising, sponsorships, and membership is down below. If you buy the membership, I'll be sending out a link at the end of the month, but you get a link to EC purchasing for the year. It's a discounted website on hotel rooms, car rentals, entertainment packages, gifting websites, lots of stuff. I use it for flowers.com all year long. I use it for booking hotels and for car rentals when I go on trips. It's been pretty helpful. You also get the post-show attendee list with the membership. So that's kind of cool. And voting privileges. We have a membership meeting right after the show, and you get to vote on various things for the next year's show. Floor plan is on there in case you wanted to have easy access. You don't have to go back to the main site. And then our resources tab. This has everything you need to know on it. The exhibitor service manual is the second row down and the second one in. This is your guide to the show. If you're going to caravan to Toy Fair, there's a PDF here with that information. If you'd like to get on the caravan to get your product from ToyFest to Toy Fair in that 5-day turnaround. Our setup guidelines, our rules and regulations. If you're going to participate, game night is sold out, but if you're going to participate in Morning Masterpieces, you can buy it from the add-ons tab or fill out this form. If you need electrical, if you need IT, most people don't need IT. We do give you free Wi-Fi in the building, but if you're gonna charge people at the show and run credit cards, then you'll need a dedicated Wi-Fi line. So you'll have to buy that. But I'd say the majority of our vendors write their orders and then go home and call everyone and send out their invoices afterwards. If you want extra booth cleaning, we do clean the floors and vacuum everything prior to the show opening. But if you want your booth cleaned daily, then you just have to order booth cleaning. And if you want catering, they are very strict about what you can bring in for food. If the people have been caught serving beer and wine underneath their tables, so if you're gonna do it, just be really careful. But they really don't like it, and they'll come get you and make you buy it. So just a note there. That's about it. We have a fax page. I put together some just quick information that I pulled out of the exhibitor service manual. If you have any, quick questions, you can see that. Free freight. Okay, so ToyFest gives you 200 pounds of billable freight. Now, if you want that billable freight, it has to still come within the dates specified in the exhibitor service manual. And it's in 200-pound increments. So when you ship your box or your crate, make sure it's as close to 200 pounds as possible to capitalize on that free freight. If you send a box that's 75 pounds, it will eat up your full 200 pounds right away, and then move on to the next with your next box, and it'll charge you beyond that. Same thing if you're driving in and not shipping to the advanced warehouse. If you're driving in, ToyFest will pay for your first forklift load up to 200 pounds to your booth between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. on both Monday and Tuesday of load-in. Just go to the loading dock at the back of the South Hall. We're in the South Hall. If you are caravanning, sorry?
I'm sorry.
Yep.
That's 200 pounds per booth?
200 pounds per 10 by 10, yes.
10 by 10, okay.
Actually, I think Lorenda, do we do that for the half? I think we do it for the half booths too.
Okay.
Yeah, so you honor it for as a booth, yes.
Yeah, I don't think I can't remember now. Did we do 100 pounds in the past for each half booth?
We did the 200.
We did the 200 pounds. That's what I thought. Okay. I forgot to mention, if you are caravanning to Toy Fair, it's $500 per pallet and $1,000 per crate. But you have to book that before February 19th. Otherwise, the price goes up at the show to $700 and $1,400. So just make sure you go onto the resources tab and download that PDF and contact Airways Freight. Okay, so something fun that we do at the show is a daily raffle. You will get a handout in your booth. I'll go around on Tuesday and put tickets in your booth with a little instructional letter. But for every order you write, you will give your retailer a little ticket, and then they'll be responsible for putting it in our raffle bin. Every night at 5:30, we run the raffle, and we give away up to $800 in cash, and we also give away any product that the vendors might want to donate to us. So if you're interested in getting a little extra advertising or marketing, bring me your product at registration, and I will display it in the back of registration until we give it away. So if you give me 3 products, you'll have 2 up there remaining the whole time, and then 1 more each day after that. So it's a little extra. We don't charge for this. And then I also announce the booth number when I give away the product. No need to reserve this with me ahead of time. Just bring it and drop it off at registration. We'll take note of everything and write it down when you drop it off.
And the Carrie, and the time that you do the raffle every day is what time?
The time of the raffle is at 5:30 p.m., just 30 minutes before show close on all 3 days. Speaking of show close, if you have samples or you're selling anything out of your booth, make sure you bring a little handwritten receipt book, because our security is told not to let anyone out the front doors with product unless they can show a receipt. This is just in an effort to have no theft on the floor. We've had a problem with theft in the past. We have a new security team. We have not had any theft in the last couple of years, so that's really, really great. I think this new team is on it. But yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier if they have a little handwritten receipt saying that they were given the product or that you sold it to them. If you have any product that you don't want to ship back or take back, we work with the Shriners. We were kind of talking about that at the beginning of the call. The Shriners is a local charity out of Las Vegas, and they have a wonderful Christmas program where they donate toys to the needy. Though we are thinking about possibly splitting that with them this year and donating to a couple other charities that are gathering toys for children that are affected by the fires. So yeah, we'll have a donation area in the back of the hall that you can drop that off with. It'll be marked with a big sign that says toy donation.
Carrie, can we talk about loadout, in terms of, the 200 pounds and stuff? So the show ends at 6 PM on Friday.
Yes.
How long, I mean, are we supposed to tear down the booth that night?
You have that night until 10 o'clock, and then we also open back up the next morning until noon.
Okay, okay. And then, so we pack up our stuff and then take it out just the way we brought it in and they will, do you know what I'm saying? I mean, if we're putting it into a car, they'll take it back out to the loading dock.
Yeah, Lorinda, do you want to explain a little bit about cart service?
Yeah.
On Friday night, we're including that cart service.
I can't hear you. Hold on.
We're not doing
A
it.
little louder, Lorinda.
So we're offering that for Friday night. We're not offering it for Saturday morning. So anybody that needs cart service under the free service, they'll want to do it Friday night. And it's between 7 and 10.
Okay, and that just means we get a cart and we can take our stuff out and then we do with it what we are gonna do.
Our labor will help you take it to your car. So they'll
Okay.
facilitate that.
Okay. Or they can
And-
just take it out the door. I mean, we may be taking it up to the showroom, so they could just help us get it out and we'll take it up, right?
As far as taking it to where?
Well, I just need it, we can take it up to the showroom, but I just need help, a cart or something getting it out of the show floor, right?
So our labor will be responsible for the carts at all times. We don't turn the carts over. They're
Oh,
not,
okay.
we're not renting the cart.
Okay, so we would just have something outside the door that we would shift it to. Okay, got it. We'll figure it out.
And the cart service is out of the back loading dock and
Okay.
from the South Hall loading dock, for everyone else who's needs it loaded into their car. You'll have to get your car and drive it around to the back loading dock.
And then they'll bring it out to there. Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah, and check in with the service desk when you're ready so that they can get you signed up for it, so that, there's some control over how it's happening.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much.
There will be a video replay of this on the videos tab, but I did just want to kind of open things up to questions. If anybody has any detailed questions that maybe I didn't answer.
Carrie, I have a question.
Okay.
By the way, everybody, this is, my name is Trina Moriarty. I'm also a contractor on the show, as Lorinda is. And my desk will be also at the back of the hall. If anybody has any questions, you can either see me or Lorinda or one of our service girls at the service desk. And there's somebody always at the desk or around that area to help you. But I do have a question about cleaning. Now, will the night before initial show opening, will the booths themselves be vacuumed or just the aisles?
What
On the
have they done in the past?
Well, they used to do the booth cleaning one time, gratis the night before show opening. They would clean the actual booths as best they could, but they don't normally. They might not want to do that because people have their product already set up and everything, so they don't generally, want to invade somebody's booth. So that's why, for me, I'm a little confused because I'm there, trying to oversee everything and make sure that, they're not in there running a vacuum and knocking stuff over or whatever. So I'm not quite sure. I know in the past they used to do that. United National Maintenance used to go in and vacuum the booths the night before, just that first night.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they do. They go in there and either sweep the floor or vacuum around what they can. They clean the aisles and the booths.
And just that, but just that one night for the
It's
booth.
just will be Tuesday night, yes.
Yeah.
But Wednesday and Thursday night, it would need to be ordered. They'll clean the aisleways, but they won't clean the booths.
Okay, unless the exhibitor orders it.
Correct.
Okay, super.
Just ask a question about carpeting. Is carpeting included in the booth or not included?
Carpeting and electrical would be extra, and carpeting can be ordered from the exhibitor service manual. There's a few different colors to choose from and different thicknesses or styles, I guess.
Great, thank you.
Oh, okay, Carrie, can you also talk about, I don't know if anybody wants a showcase or are the showcases already sold?
The product showcases, yes. So get you guys a picture if I can real quick. But product showcases, I have 6 left. And we put these in the middle horizontal aisleway, kind of between the front half of the booths and where the Golden Sales and Sunshine booths are, all the way down that horizontal aisleway. And it's a 18 by 18 by 12 inches high, and you put your product in there, and it's $500 as a sponsorship, I guess. And you,
Yeah, and it's on a podium.
yeah, it sits on a podium.
Right.
Let me see if I have a quick photo of that. Oh, here, I
So
know.
it's-
Sorry,
It's
go ahead.
500 per one podium? you said?
Yes, yes, and I do have 6 of those left. Here, I can share my screen and go to my share. I am seeing some questions in the chat, so I'll come back to those. Okay, so here's a product. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
I
Okay.
can.
Oh, that couldn't be any smaller. Sorry. Yep, that's terrible.
That's fine.
Okay,
And where
well,
I
is it
think they
located?
get the idea.
Okay, it's a black podium with a clear plexiglass case that sits on top. Again, it's 18 inches wide on both sides and goes 12 inches high. And then we put like a little table tent card inside the podium that's inside the glass case with your company name and booth number. But I've seen other people take foam core and tape it around the outside of it. And that looks kind of nice with their logo on it and booth number.
And where are these located? I'm sorry.
These are located here. I'll show you on the floor plan. They're located in this horizontal aisleway. Let me zoom in a bit. They're located all in here. So
Perfect.
I
Okay,
put
thank
them,
you.
yeah, I put them in the aisleways. So they'll be kind of between this 200 in the 200 aisleway and then the 300, so that as people walk up and down the aisleway, they kind of have to go around it to see it. So it makes it real obvious. And I have 8 of them. I've sold 2, so there's 6 left. The other thing we do are banners that we put all through, no, sorry, the Expo hallway in here, and then it goes around and circles around this hallway that goes over to the showrooms. And I have several of those left as well. Those are also 500. What else is cool that's out there? I feel like
Are there any monitors? Like TV monitors or anything?
I have one monitor in the hall that shows our Hall of Fame video. But if you want to rent a monitor for your booth, then you download the AV form on the resources
Okay.
tab.
No, I meant like just more added exposure out in the venue. But you
Oh.
have your video playing. Okay.
Yeah, we just have the Hall of Fame video. It's not really like a, yeah, I have heard of other shows having like a slideshow of advertising. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
I haven't done that yet. This is kind of a big one. It's $1,500, but on day 1, I was gonna put together a headshot photo booth. So anybody who comes along will get a headshot taken and it can be used for their digital media or LinkedIn page. And then you'd get a big banner. Whoops, not add to cart. You get a big banner put in front of it with your information, company information, whatever you want to put on the banner, you would design it. It's kind of a lot, but I think it gets you a lot of exposure for the entire day one when it's the busiest at the show. Okay, let's see what's in the chat here. If you need to remove a badge and add someone new, just call me or email me. And then I can delete somebody, or I can edit somebody. I can either change the name or I can delete it, and then you can go in and add whoever you want. Arlinda is on this call. She is my assistant and she'll be at the show. She'll be helping me at the registration desk. She's kind of been answering. Yeah, hi. She's kind of been answering a lot of the questions on the chat already. Half booths also need backdrops, correct? Yeah, so every booth, every 10 by 10, or if you expand to a 10 by 20, or a half booth is still 10 feet wide by 5 feet deep. They all have 3-foot white pipe and drape, and then the back goes up 8 feet. It's 10 feet wide by 8 feet tall. And it is a white color, kind of looks like, again, super small. I need to get my other pictures going here. But if you want to bring in your own shelving, anything like that, the restrictions are you can go up 8 feet, but on the back half of your booth, because we don't want to block the aisleways as people walk down to see the next booth beyond you. So if you're above 5 feet on the front half of your booth, somebody might come by and ask you to shift and move your booth around a little bit.
So
Does that
in
make
other
sense?
words, their display can come from the back wall. It can come out halfway on their booth, 5 feet at 8 feet high. And then beyond that, it's only 3 foot high.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah.
Yes. Somebody made me this last year and I was so thankful
Oh,
that they
excellent.
did because it's very easy to see. Now, if you have a half booth, you just divide it in half. So it's 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet.
Hmm.
Yep. And it's all drape. So if you want hard shelving and you don't have it, you can either buy it and ship it, or you can rent it through the Paradise Las Vegas Expo Exhibitor Service Manual. What can be brought into and out of the venue each day? Oh yeah, sorry, let me go. So that you can hand carry one box in each day. Carts aren't allowed, but you can leave everything in your booth overnight. I have security there all night long, making sure, walking the aisles, making sure everything is safe. Like I said, the last couple of years, we haven't had anything stolen. So you can leave your booth as is. Some people bring a sheet of some sort and they might lay it over a table. And some people don't. Some people just leave it all out. Half booths do not, none of the booths come with carpeting. So if you want anything, you can bring in padded squares on your own, purchase through Amazon, or you can buy rent carpeting through Paradise and Las Vegas Expo. Joe, can you just elaborate for me a little bit? He's asking, saying that maybe the booth list doesn't match up. So I just want to make sure I am understanding that correctly.
Yeah, so I downloaded the app, and when I pull up the floor plan, everything, it looks right. But when I go into different, like when I go into the option for show specials and you start going through there, the booths listed under the show specials aren't matching the booths in the floor plan.
Thank you for that. I uploaded last year's list because
okay.
we had to have something in there when we got the approval for the app. So thank you for that reminder. I will go in today or tomorrow and delete everything and then just put a note that says, I think we should probably get it up by the end of the month.
That's cool. And then I know we moved maybe once or twice, so
What's your final booth?
When I go into the exhibitor tab, it's not correct either. So if you could update us on that one.
Thank you for that. We will do that today.
All right. Thanks, Carrie.
Yes. Sorry about all the movement. You can blame Sandy for that one.
Okay.
Cart service. Okay, you got it. Thank you, Lorinda. She answered the hours of cart service on the chat. Right. I think I've answered everyone's questions. Does anybody have anything else?
Oh, somebody's asking about restriction on hanging posters on the back of the curtain.
Yeah, so I guess it just has to be hung with S-clips. Is that correct, Lorinda? Do you want to jump in on that?
Yeah, so you can hang from the rod, anything lightweight on the back rod, but you cannot clip or pin or, attach to the drape itself. It damages the drape and then we charge you for it. So don't do that. But the same rules would apply on your banners as the drape or any build outs. You want to keep it within half your distance from the aisle to not block the view.
Yeah, and there's plenty, if you need an S-clip to hang a poster or something that's grommeted, we have plenty of those at the service desk for you.
Yes.
Is carpeting required? Flooring is not required. If you are more than welcome to just stand on the polished concrete. It is beautiful, though make sure you bring nice, comfortable shoes for every day. Cart service, another question on cart service, how does this work? So there is a way to book round trip cart service. My suggestion is on the way in, if you know you're going to want help on the way out, just book the round trip cart service when you get there. And then if it's between the designated hours, then it will be taken off your bill. Is that correct, Lorinda?
We don't actually charge anybody until actually the service happens. And it is a first come, first serve. So it's when they're ready and they show up within that window, or when they're ready, we'll help them even outside that window.
Because there's a round trip cart service in the exhibitor service manual. Is that for load in and load out then?
So that's for each trip, meaning to your car, to the booth, and then in that one service. It's not both in and out.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you. Okay. So that's just one direction. It's just on the one day. Okay, got it. Any estimation on attendees for promotional materials? Generally, we have about 1,000 to 1,300, somewhere in there. My guess is it going to be maybe just slightly lower this year because Toy Fair is back. So I think we're probably going to lose some of those East Coasters. And then if you're just going to do it per person, those are people. But if you're going to do it per store, then it's usually between like 350 to 450 stores. I know it's a big range, 325 to 375. Does the free furniture come with 5x10 booths? Yes, it does. To purchase the product showcase, you would log into the exhibitor service or log into the exhibitor portal and click the add-ons tab and then scroll down to sponsorships. And then if you expand sponsorships, the product showcase will be within that. And if anyone is interested in advertising in the app is right by the sponsorships under the add-ons tab. Can you go above 8 feet in the back of the booth? Not supposed to.
No.
I have allowed up to 10 feet in the past, but it is with approval on a case-by-case basis. So I would say just give me a call or send me an email.
Okay, guys,
Yep, go ahead.
sorry, Steve Nelson here with Hugga Buddies. I missed the glass case. Where can I find that?
Yeah, so if you go into the exhibitor portal and click on the add-ons tab, that has everything extra you might want to buy. And then just scroll down a little bit and the product showcase is under sponsorships.
Got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. The meeting will be, it is being recorded. I just need to edit it after this call. And then I'm going to load it to our videos tab on toyfestus.com. Videos is under show info. Yeah. So I'll load up the whole presentation. And exhibitor insurance is required by everyone. So either through your own insurance company or you can purchase the insurance company through the tasks tab.
Hey, last question.
Yep.
We're coming down from Utah with a trailer load of stuff. Is there a specific time that we need to be there to unload?
The unloading is from 8 to 6, but if you want to try and get, capitalize on that 200 pounds of free cartload service, it's between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
And that's Monday or Tuesday?
Both days.
Both days. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yep. Okay, I think that might be it. If anybody has anything else that maybe you think of later, just give me a call. It's 833-TOYFEST, or send me an email. I'm info@toyfestus.com. Happy to help, especially the newbies. There are no dumb questions. Don't hesitate to reach out. Okay, thank you so much for joining, and I can't wait to see everybody in person in just a little over 30 days. So have a great day, everybody. Thanks again.
Thanks so
Bye
much,
now.
Carrie.
You're
Bye.
welcome.